The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he may take Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Strawberries! Nice fresh strawberries! Strawberries, large fresh! Large fresh straws!
Luke, looks like strawberries is going out of style.
Yeah, well, Grandpa, I noticed that you put the big ones on the top and the little bitty ones down on the bottom. Ain't that kind of dishonest?
Well, I never done nothing dishonest in my life. Can't blame a man for putting his best foot forward, can you? Say, I got an idea, Luke. Here, put a straw in your mouth. Go ahead.
Huh?
That's what the farmers does in the movies, see? Oh, look, silly fellas think they're getting a bargain when they deal with hick farmers. Go on, put it in your mouth.
Put a straw in your...
Go on, put it in. Makes you look real stupid. Yeah, it's good. See what they tell you? Howdy! It's some mighty fine strawberries.
So I see. You're the McCoys, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. We're known in these parts for strawberries.
Well, actually, I came here to talk business. I'm connected with the Grange. My name is Simmons.
Then you don't want no strawberries?
Well, they do look nice. I might buy a couple boxes when I leave.
Yeah, well, Mr. Simmons, I think it's only fair to tell you that the big ones are just on the top.
Well, you see, Mr. Simmons, lots of folks don't like them all big, you see.
Yeah, when you get down toward the bottom, they start getting kind of puny.
Yeah, Mr. Simmons, look, they're about the size of peas, and they're all dried up, and they ain't got no taste, and half of them's rotten. Does that make you happy?
Well, I just thought I'd...
Oh, come on in the house, Mr. Simmons. I'll give you a couple of bucks when you leave, free of charge. And you go right ahead, Mr. Simmons. You'd think I was trying to sell poisoned mushrooms.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, nice place you have here.
Yeah, Sugar Babe. Sugar Babe, this is Mr. Simmons from the Grange.
I'm happy to know you.
Sit right down over here, Mr. Simmons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you may have heard that the Grange is trying to arrange group health and accident insurance for its members.
Oh, I think we did hear something about that, Luke.
Yeah.
And the large insurance companies require a minimum of 500 policyholders in any one group if they're to give them the reduced rates.
Health insurance, you say?
That's right.
You know, I don't think we'd be interested in that, you know. We're none of us sick, and we all sounds a dollar.
But this is for the future, Mr. McCoy. If any of you should unfortunately get sick or need a doctor or any type medical care, you wouldn't have to worry about any bills.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me.
It sure does.
Well, now, wait a minute. You ain't going to get this for nothing, you know. Ain't that right, Mr. Simmons?
Well, of course. Naturally, there's a premium to pay. Let's see. McCoys. Well, there are 5 in your family, according to the records. Well, the annual premium to cover the entire family would be $68.12.
Yeah, you see? You thought it wasn't going to cost nothing.
Oh, now, look, Grandpa, I knew it was going to cost something.
Well, after that strawberry deal, I ain't sure what you know or what you don't know.
Mr. McCoy, being realistic about it, a man of advanced years such as you is daily becoming more susceptible to illness and accidents. Statistics indicate that.
Advanced years? Why, I just turned 65. Us McCoys are just getting warmed up at 65. Well, we don't get in high gear until we're 80. My pa lived till he was 94. His pa lived till he was 106. And my Uncle Ezekiel...
Please, Grandpa. Look, Mr. Simmons, this is kind of important, so if you don't mind, I think maybe we ought to have a little private family talk about it.
Well, it's a good idea. Look, I'll drop back in about an hour.
That'll be fine.
Oh, I'd like to point out again that we need 500 members to sign up for this or it won't go through, so you'd not only be helping yourselves, but everybody else, too.
Yeah, we understand.
Grab yourself a couple of boxes of them strawberries on the way out.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Dr. Simmons.
Now, look, Grandpa, this insurance ain't only for you. It's for Luke and me and little Luke and Hassie, too.
I'm still against it. Like I said before, we ain't none of us sick, and ain't none of us likely to get sick neither.
Well, what about accidents?
Now, look, we can jar about this thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all day long. The rest of them wants it all right, but just count me out.
Nothing doing, Grandpa. Nothing doing. If it's good enough for any of us, it's good enough for all of us.
And we think we all ought to be protected.
Yes, sir. It's the whole family or nothing.
Then you mean if I don't go in it, you ain't going in it neither?
No, sir. No.
Well, I ain't going to stand in the way of the rest of the family, but I'm going to ask you one simple question. What is insurance?
Well, insurance. Well, it's protection.
Protection. It's like my grandpa used to say to me, if you can't feel it, smell it, or see it, you ain't bought nothing. And 12 cents.
That's only $48.12. It's $68.12.
Well, you said my policy be $20, didn't you? Well, I decided not to get one for myself.
Mr. McCoy, at your age, your policy be the most important of all. Well, forgetting illness, what about accidents? They can happen any time. Well, you could turn right around and fall right over that strawberry stand there.
Well, the way they've been selling, that might be a blessing.
Well, whatever you say, Mr. McCoy.
Good day, Mr. Simmons.
Good day.
Now, look, Peppina. You didn't see nothing, you didn't hear nothing. You understand?
I understand.
Well, you see that $20? I'm going to put it away, and at the end of the year, after I enjoy good health and no accidents, I'm going to get her out again, and I'm going to give it to Luke and Kate and show them who's right. Smart?
Very smart. But I don't think so.
But... Who left that strawberry box there?
Grandpa, the insurance went through.
You did, huh?
Yeah, it says here in this letter from the Greens that they got enough members signed up, so all the policies paid for are now in effect.
Well, that's that then. I gotta get busy.
Yeah, well, sure is good to know that we're all protected now.
Protected against what? Hogwash. Jinxing me, that's what they're doing. Oh, now, Sherry. Oh, now. Well, Sherry, we're going down the bean field to do a little plowing. I want you to remember the man you're carrying ain't got no accident policy. Easy now. Jinxed, that's what I am. I'm jinxed.
What are you going, senor?
Now, listen, Peppina. If any of the family asks you where I'm at, you tell them I've gone to town to see about some new fertilizer. Of course, that ain't the truth.
Why are you going into town, senor Grandpa?
I'm going to find this here Mr. Simmons and give him $20 and take out a policy on myself.
Well, drive carefully, senor Grandpa.
God darn you, Peppino. You don't do nothing around here. I thought I told you to get this battery recharged.
Oh, I forgot about it, Senor Grandpa. I'll do it right now.
No. Give her a crank. God darn it, Peppino. You ain't good for nothing. Here, give me that. Get that.
What happened?
Oh, just a crank in the car. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
You better come into the house and take it easy now. Come on. Where was you going anyway?
Well, wherever it was, I didn't get there.
Well, don't worry about your arm none, because no matter what it is, remember the insurance company's back of you.
Isn't Grandpa going to eat breakfast with us this morning? Oh, I'm sure he is, Sassy. I just heard him moving around in his room. How's his arm?
Oh, I can't rightly say, little Luke, except last night he figured it'd be all right by this morning.
Well, morning, everybody.
Morning, Grandpa.
I told you it'd be all right this morning. I know if I give it a good night's rest, it'll be right as rain.
We're all happy to hear that, Grandpa.
Thank you.
Sure are.
Yeah.
Glad it's all better, Grandpa.
Well, thank you, little Luke. I'm the fast-healing type, you see. That's all I want, Kate. She might stiff you.
Oh, sure.
Grandpa, why don't you use your left hand?
It might be a good idea, that, Hassie. Just let unstiffen a mite. Be all right with noon, I'm sure. I don't know how left-handed folks finds the mouse.
How about using these straws, Grandpa?
No, thank you, little Luke. I don't need them.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Peppino.
Just drop in to see how you are, Miss Senor Grandpa.
Oh, it's just fine, Peppino, thank you. Just fine.
It don't look fine to me, Grandpa. I think you ought to go to town and see a doctor.
I don't want to see no doctor, Kate.
Just one question, Grandpa. Seeing as how you got accident insurance and it's going to be free anyway, have you got one good reason why you won't go see the doctor?
He sure has. And it's a beaut.
See, it's just like drinking soda. Now, let's check these things over. See, we got them all here.
Okay. Spirits of turpentine.
That's right.
Crushed juniper leaves.
That's right.
Bear grease.
Well, this ain't bad country, but axle grease will do just as good again.
The hind legs of a toad.
Now, all we got to do is mix them all together.
If this is a magic cure, so is an enchilada.
Grandpa? Oh, there you are. Grandpa, Kate and me have been talking over this thing about your arm. That's been going on for 4 days now.
Yeah, but it's a lot better today, Luke, honest.
Yeah, well, we happen to know why you don't want to go to the doctor.
You do?
Yeah. And I think it's pretty nice of you to try to save the insurance company money.
Well, yeah, I'm just natural nice.
Yeah, but, Grandpa, I'm going to go in right now. I'm going to call Dr. Sloan and make an appointment for you.
Now, wait a minute, Luke. We got the cure right here.
Huh? Well, now, that just goes to show you how far medical science has progressed. Yes, sir. First they give us iodine, and then that sulfa, and then penicillin, and now the hind legs of a toad. But look, Grandpa, we're going to the doctor right now. What do you think, Doctor?
Well, I can't be certain yet. You may have a chipped bone there, and you probably pulled tendon.
Well, that's all we ought to know. Just tell us what you do, and we won't bother you no longer.
Oh, Mr. McCoy, we have some X-ray pictures to take first.
Pictures?
Yes, sir. One from the front, one from the back. One with your arm down, one with your arm out.
Well, how about one with the arm up waving goodbye to money?
I also want to prescribe diathermy treatments for you.
Diathermy? Now, there's a $5 word if I ever heard one.
What is this here diathermy, Doctor?
Heat treatments.
Well, I don't have to come here to get that. I can get that in the chicken house. Just stick my arm in the incubator.
Mr. McCoy, I'm going to be very blunt. The condition of your arm is not serious now, but if it's not taken care of properly, it can become serious.
Well, there can't be nothing clearer than that, Grandpa.
Well, I suppose so.
Now, shall we go inside and take those
Oh,
x-rays?
Doctor, I'd just like to say one thing. I want Grandpa to have the best care no matter what it costs.
Now, look.
Because, you see, we got an insurance policy, so we don't have to worry about the money. I don't care if it costs $100 or $200 or if it costs $300.
Luke, for a kid that couldn't say mama till he was 4 years old, you sure turned into a gall-darn flapjaw.
How much we got?
Would you believe it, Sugar Babe? We got $122.83.
Oh, that's wonderful, Luke. And now we can buy all the things we've been needing for the house.
Yeah, we'll have enough left over to celebrate Grandpa's arm being cured. Well, you don't seem very glad about it, Peppino.
Oh, I'm glad. Real glad.
Is there anything wrong?
No, I just think maybe you should save the money for an emergency.
Well, I don't know no emergency.
Oh, you will.
Feels real good, Doc, and I want to thank you very much.
Oh, not at all.
Doc, if you got a minute to spare, I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah. I calculate all this is going to cost about $150 thereabouts.
Well, my nurse takes care of those matters, but I imagine it'll be in that neighborhood.
Dr. Sloan, I ain't got no accident insurance.
Oh, I didn't know. My nurse mailed the bill to Mr. Simmons over at the Grange 3 days ago to be paid by the insurance company.
Mr. Simmons,
Your grandson gave my nurse those instructions.
Yeah, he would. Well, Mr. Simmons will mail the bill back to me with a nasty note asking me what I'm trying to pull.
Tell me, Mr. McCoy, why in the world didn't you take out the insurance?
'Cause I'm so gall-darn smart. If brains was gunpowder, I wouldn't have enough to blow my hat off. Hold up there a minute. I want to ask you something. Is there a letter there from the Grange from Mr. Simmons?
Yeah, here's one.
Yeah, well, I'll take that. That's bad news. I got to break that to Luke and Kate kind of easy like. I'll take the rest of them. How are things going out in the strawberry stand?
Slow.
Well, try anyway.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah?
Grandpa's back from the doctor.
Oh, good. Yeah, we can just turn him right around and all head back downtown.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm cured. Guess as far as my bones and meat's concerned, I'm as good as new.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Hey, Grandpa, this is the big day. We're going to take that $122 we saved up, we're going to go downtown, and we're going to spend it.
We're going to get a lot of things we've been needing for the house, like new blankets and a roasting oven.
And you're going with us. Yes, sir. We're going to celebrate your arm being cured. We're going to go to the moving picture show, and then we're going to go to the ice cream parlor and have sundaes and everything.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Grandpa, whatever you got to tell us on the way into town.
No,
Let's go.
I can't, because we ain't going to town.
Why not?
Well, I'd rather crawl on my belly through a briar patch and tell you this, but we can't spend that money. We got to use it for an honest debt.
Grandpa, we don't owe nobody I can think of.
Luke, Kate, we got to pay the doctor's bill.
But, Grandpa, we got insurance.
Here it comes. I never took no insurance policy out of myself.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I thought I was being smart and saving $20.
What, do you mean to tell me you did... Oh, for Pete's sake, Grandpa.
After all our scrimping and saving.
Oh, this is the worst thing you ever done.
How could you have done it, Grandpa?
Oh, don't ask me why I have. It don't matter now. Here's a letter from Mr. Simmons. Send the bill back. Just write him and tell him we'll pay it. You know, I feel low as the lowest critter on the sheer earth doing this to you two kids. It just makes me sick. Just plain sick.
Oh, don't take on so, Grandpa. It ain't the end of the world.
No, don't take it to heart, Grandpa. Anybody can make a mistake once in a while.
We don't need all them things for the house anyway, Grandpa.
Oh, you're being too forgiving, Kate. And I don't deserve it. I don't mind you being mad at me, but there ain't nothing funny about it.
Grandpa, you're in for the surprise of your life. Do you remember Mr. Simmons telling us that he had to sign up 500 members of the Grange for them policies or the whole plan wouldn't go through?
Well, it ain't funny so far. Go on.
Well, it seems like when they hit the deadline, they only had 499. So it says here in the letter, in order to push this thing through, 200 of the members each put in a dime and took out a policy for you so we'd have 500. You've been insured all along, and the insurance company will be very happy to pay the bill Dr. Sloan sent them. Sincerely, E.L. Simmons.
I can hardly believe my ears.
Well, Grandpa, now that this happened, I guess you finally realize the value of having insurance.
I sure do, Luke. But after this, I guess we better find us another company.
Why, Grandpa?
Well, use your head, son. Any company that takes $20 from me and pays out $150, well, them poor ninnies ain't going to be around long.